let's talk about MegaCon Manchester and my honest review. Now, I won't lie, MegaCon is one of my absolute favourite UK anime conventions just because it feels like the OG days of MCM. Like, somehow the community and just the vibes and just the atmosphere around the convention does feel like the early days of anime conventions that I used to attend as a teenager. And that is both good and kind of bad in some ways. Starting off with the positives, there is a huge emphasis on the Artist Alley and also just individual creativity and expression. The Artist Alley had everything from fan merchandise of your favourite characters all the way to furry items if you were a fursuiter. And there were loads of indie anime vendors as well who had some fantastic merchandise, including Love Live memorabilia and Precure, all authentic items for a really reasonable price. Yes, I did get quite a lot of stuff. So in terms of merchandise, overall, it was pretty great. However, I will say that there was also quite a lot of vendors who were selling bootleg items. I saw a lot of bootleg anime mystery bags, which again, I've talked about them before and I'll talk about them again, but they are consistently shit. They are always full of bootleg memorabilia, stolen artwork, AI, and just a lot of crap that is just not worth the money that you're paying, regardless of the mystery element. If you want to get stuff from mystery bags, literally just go onto AliExpress because they sell them pre-made. I also feel like some of the panels weren't the best prepared, and again, that's nothing against the people who I was on panels with. They were all lovely and fantastic, but some of the more technical staff that were working on the panels were just very unprofessional, turned up incredibly late for a panel that needed some setup, and were also just kind of rude and dismissive and made me feel a little uncomfortable. Again, that's not the people I was on panels with. This was kind of people behind the scenes. But again, overall, I had a fantastic time guesting here. I actually got my own booth for the first time, which was kind of crazy, and I was not expecting people to be queuing up for hours. That was also crazy, and I'm really happy to report that every single interaction I had with people who follow my work, people who enjoy what I make, was absolutely amazing. Nobody overstepped my boundaries. Nobody did anything that made me uncomfortable. Everyone was so incredibly respectful. And so if you are considering going to an anime convention for the first time, or you just want to find a new anime convention to go to, I do highly recommend MegaCon. The staff are always taking on feedback, and I can say with absolute certainty that this year as a creator, I had the best experience of any MegaCon so far.